So Vika start things off. And Muchova has a two-handed backhand. She'll break down and play that one-handed backhand with underspin. Very skilled player. Some of the variety she possesses.
Vika trying to come forward, but Muchova did just so well, getting it right to her feet.
Yeah, that's the nature of the modern game. It seems like you've got to come in on a very good shot. Everyone's so good in defense, it seems.
They just move so well, too. Anticipate, great.
Sounds like one of the trains going by just outside Arthur Ashe Stadium here. Good pressure.
15-30. You're going to see Muchova. She just reads the ball incredibly well, and there's such a good neutralizing ball to give her time to get to net, make Vika hit. Great passing shot there.
Over the baseline, Azarenka facing some points against her serve here. Muchova trying to get an early break. Doesn't look like Muchova has any nerves. She looks pretty comfortable out there on this big stage.
She does.
So a couple of miscues from Azarenka there. And Karolina Muchova takes the game, takes the break. Takes a nice start in this fourth round match. She's looking to reach the quarterfinals here for the first time. Just her fourth US Open, third main draw. The third round last year, lost to Serena Williams. So she's had some experience taking on a big name on a big court.
Playing Venus Williams first round is also going to give you a lot of confidence coming in, too.
Karolina Muchova to serve.
That's a good play.
Nicely done. The moment she saw Vika with that racket face up, she knew that she was going to hit a slice and get an easy shot. Just a great way to close in. This goes to show, just taking one step early, she got that right off the rise. She was able to hit a clean winner. That's smoke of a shot. Great margin, great follow through. Nice extension there.
Yeah, her forehand is potent. That's a great winner.
Sometimes you also have to take note on the fact that these players were meant to play not the 4-5, and they're both experienced. They know that sometimes you're not going to play right at 5, but just sometimes it takes a couple of games just to settle in, feel the court out. You're also playing at night, different conditions.
Yeah, just a few minutes past 8 p.m. New York time.
You probably warmed up something like 2:30.
Had a bite to eat, and they may have had another bite to eat.
Right.
Couple of chances to underline the break.
That point, Azarenka was just inside the blue the entire time. That's the only thing that I feel like could maybe help her today, because Muchova will stand way back behind the baseline. Gives her time there.
Yeah, if you watch Muchova, sometimes she'll move up inside the baseline, play a shot, and then retreat back behind the baseline.
Right. That's when you know you didn't hit a clean enough shot.
Azarenka here, she'll probably be up on or inside the baseline to return the second serve. Yes, nice combination of forehands. One was right in the corner.
And you're right, she was all over that second serve. And Muchova, she hit a very good second serve there, but you just see her intention's always to come forward. Great margin there. Doesn't have to go for much. Again, you'll see Muchova just flatten out that down the line just a little bit. That ball almost gets off her racket, like has a weird side spin on it.
Volley was a little too central. Muchova was able to rip the forehand up the line. Coach Katiz is resting a little more easily.
Yeah.
It's always a hot seat courtside, though, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's always great to be able to consolidate a break as well. Sets the tone.
Azarenka will no doubt be feeling a little bit of pressure to get on the board here with her second service game.
Vika there. Neutralize that big flat Muchova shot.
Azarenka's coach.
Let for service.
Missed that a little wide.
40 love.
Muchova can probably do a little bit more on that second serve return. It's only 76 miles an hour, but she does really well with almost just loading and setting up that forehand.
Azarenka, the former world #1, is on the board. It's got her first game. And it's Karolina Muchova. 2-1. Of course, her first WTA final was in Prague, her home city. So a little home cooking, get her career started.
Usually I would say that there's a sense of pressure when you play a tournament in your hometown, but I mean, to get to the final, I mean, that's impressive.
As you know, the Czech Republic, they got so many fine players.
Right.
That's going to be a pretty loaded draw.
Yeah.
Even if it is filled with home-siders.
Right. Last year you said that she made quarters, and that was a main draw Wimbledon debut for her, and she made quarters, which that hadn't happened before since 2006 with Li Na.
Wow, that's going back a few years, isn't it?
Yep.
It doesn't happen that you can be comfortable enough to make a deep run.
Right.
40 love.
She had wins over Annette Kontaveit there. Karolina Pliskova.
Who was the third seed, I think.
That's a huge win, particularly against someone who has such a big game on a grass surface.
Yeah, I played her on grass. It's not fun. It's not fun.
That's a big game coming at you.
Yeah.
Best serves, women's tennis.
Yep. She's just able to produce so much power on that forehand side, loads so well on that right leg.
It's interesting to watch her production on the forehand side because it's not sort of this Western grip or even semi-Western. It almost looks closer to an Eastern.
Yeah.
It's almost old school. Download the US Open app to cheer on your favorite players, track the latest scores, stats, match highlights. Available at the App Store and the Google Play Store.
That's great defending from Muchova, making Vika hit that shot. It's not an easy shot to hit, especially at night with those lights.
15 all.
Muchova, the last Czech player in the draw. Petra Kvitova losing yesterday to Shelby Rogers, the American.
Having match points too. It's a great job by Shelby though. She fought to the very end.
She really played a solid match. Kvitova, the number 6 seed. Just too many errors for Azarenka.
15-30.
Azarenka, one of the best players in the world, but if I had to choose a side to pick on, it would be the forehand side. Great serve.
That's
Really
it.
got the angle there on that service box.
Azarenka didn't do enough with the volley.
That's right. Just was sitting there for Muchova. She's going to be upset
30-40.
about that one. She has great hands too.
A very skilled doubles player. Just didn't look like her feet were organized underneath her. So
Yeah.
the racket was a little unstable. Here's another break point.
Sometimes when you have so many options, you end up doing what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, that's
Game
another
Muchova.
error. That's been a problem for Azarenka here in the opening
Muchova
5 games.
4 games to 1.
Karolina
over
Muchova
set.
4-1, and that's a couple of breaks.
Time.
Karolina Muchova off to a great start here, 4-1 against Iga Swiatek. First meeting between these two. As of the moment, it's the Czech player who's getting the best of it.
Love
Nicely
it.
done by Vika going behind her, but I'm watching and I'm in shock anytime I see players out there slide on these hard courts. It freaks me out each time. I don't know how they do it. Wow.
Well, that is not an easy shot on the half volley, taking a ball coming cross court, going up the line with it.
Exactly right. That's exactly what it is. It's almost like a half volley. She gets it so early, just picks it up. Nicely done. Yeah, you can tell Viga's like, all right, that's pretty good.
I'm sure I can hit it better than that.
That's what's going to happen too. You see your opponent hit some great shots, and it's going to make you feel like you have to do a little bit more. Cause unforced errors. Wow. That.
30.
See, she really loaded on that right leg there. The golden rule, as Renee Stubbsy says, you never come in on a cross-court shot.
Wild. So sequence of good points from Azarenka. It's giving her a chance to get one of the two breaks back.
She was anticipating that second serve return there.
Azarenka really elevated her game there. She wasn't playing particularly well, but that was easily her best game yet.
Nicely done by Vika. And that one, Muchova, I mean, she'd hit 2 winners on that forehand side. She was like, all right, let me try for another one. But just too much from the Vika forehand there. Great serve. You'll notice that she tosses so far out to her right and forward, gets her that angle on that slice serve.
Second double fault.
If there was a flaw in Vika's game, it would probably be, her second serve can get shaky at times.
Nothing like a double fault to sort of interrupt all this great momentum she had getting the break. So down 15-30.
As we know, momentum can shift so quickly, point by point. Muchova would have taken that, I think.
I think Azarenka was happy it was called out.
If I'm Muchova, though, I step in right here on the second serve.
Ambitious.
I'd just like to see Karolina just take maybe a few steps more inside the baseline. But when you grow up on that clay court lifestyle, you're just hanging, camping back there.
Yeah, she definitely has a game suited for up on the baseline, imposing herself tennis.
Yep. Great job by Vika being able. That was not an easy backhand swinging volley, let me tell you that. Great play, just didn't do enough with that lob.
Azarenka.
She has
New
really
goal
played
scorers.
a nice run of games,
Muchova
recovering
leads 4
from
games to
15-30, but
3
she
sets.
maintains the momentum, getting back to 3-4, still down the break. Fourth round singles action. Karolina Muchova serving at 4-3. She's got the break of serve. Across the net, it's the former world number 1, Victoria Azarenka, winner of the Western and Southern Open, ahead of the US Open. Spot in the quarterfinals on the line. Muchova doing a better job in this service game. She was up 4-1. Azarenka won a couple of games in reply. Still trying to ride this second break advantage. This opening set. 24 years of age, out of Prague in the Czech Republic.
A little taste of her own medicine there.
Muchova's hit a couple of running forehands up the line. This time, though, it's Vika.
Just set it up so nicely. Great legs there. Yeah, that deserves a fist pump.
Sure does. And that's where we miss the crowds here in New York. They would have been on their feet for
That's
a shot
right.
like that.
It's such an intimate court, too. It's my favorite. Other than Ash, it's my favorite court, I think, in the world. Wow. Just really held it. You held it so well. She just loads on that right leg, holds that ball in the racket, makes your opponent have to pick a side.
And you can see the safety as well. It wasn't even near the lines.
Right. That's what the top players do, though. They don't have to go for that.
They give themselves a lot of room, a combination of plays to make it a little easier to finish.
They make it look so easy, don't they?
That they do. So here are points for 5-3.
Game, Muchova.
So this takes the game.
Muchova leads
Takes the
5 games to
5-3
3
lead,
in the
and I
sets.
Excellent serve out
15
wide.
love.
She does so well with getting that slice off the court. I mean, Muchova wasn't even in the blue there. One of the things that I've noticed, when you think of Iga Swiatek, you think of someone that hits such a big, heavy, flat ball. But her defensive game and her speed is just improved so drastically. She's really fit at the moment. Wow.
30-15.
Yeah, her career high ranking with Muchova is 21. She's currently 26, and you feel there's a lot of upside when you see her play this kind of tennis.
Absolutely.
Obviously, all the players are aiming for consistency every week, and that's sort of the challenge. Once you possess talent, you've got to find a way to channel it each and every week.
As we talked about earlier, I mean, she turned pro when she was in 2013. So it didn't happen overnight for her. She's had to work really hard, and it's really paying off right now.
Yeah, she had a number of physical problems that held her back. Missed out on a fair amount of tennis.
Right.
She said she was watching a lot of players that she beat when she was younger, doing some big things. So I guess she used that as motivation.
Yeah.
(40-30).
Third double fault.
Once again, you just see her hold that
Yes.
forehand. She does that so well. She was in the middle of the court, made Vika choose the side, and just went open court. Easy put away there. See that load on that right leg. Weight transfer there.
Yeah, she's got a big strike zone. I mean, she could play that low. That was above the shoulders. Oh, yes. And there's Vika's best shot, the backhand.
That's right. Her takeaway is just so clean. There's not very many hitches there that can go wrong. She just takes it so early.
Deuce.
Watching Muchova play, she's got a game that doesn't really make you feel comfortable ever if you're on the other side. She's got different speeds, different heights. I'm watching her play, and I would not be comfortable on the other side right now.
I think some people say that about your game. You've got a lot of variety as well. You don't let anyone get too comfortable.
Best compliment I ever got. It's like, you're the most annoying player I've ever played.
Vika urging herself on. Obviously wants to hang on to her serve. Got another chance at the Czech serve. See how the players have to fetch their own towels. They also have to fetch their own drinks on the changeover. The ball kids have it easy these days. Of course, trying to be as safe as possible for everyone.
The USTA and the WTA and ATP have just done a phenomenal job. They have not cut any corners when it comes to player safety at this tournament.
That was a high-risk shot. She wanted to release the tension after all that defending in the backhand corner.
It's hard to hit a drop shot, though, off of a no-pace shot. I'll tell you right now, for those watching, it's very difficult. But you can just tell there's so much variety from the Muchova side. Defended so well there with that slice. Neutralized exceptionally well.
Good game from Azarenka. It took her a couple of swings to get it done, but she gets to 4-5. We'll see if the Czech can close it out on her own serve here in the opener. Armstrong Stadium courts. 5-4 for Karolina Muchova. 20th seed. She's going to try and get it done here in the opening set at 5-4 on her serve.
Love 15.
And Muchova was up 2 breaks at 4-1. Azarenka has won 3 of the last 4 games.
Yeah, something that people don't really think about is that sometimes you have a favorite side that you like to play on, and sometimes you win a couple more points from a specific side.
Love
Return,
30.
great depth there from Vika. Muchova's going to have to hit a little bit more shape on that forehand. These are what you call micro opportunities. Love 30, second serve. You see Vika all over this.
Took that one on the rise. There wasn't a lot of pace to work with, but she created her
Love
own.
14.
It's not an easy shot. Takes unbelievable timing to hit that. Muchova just needed to get it a little deeper. She was trying to neutralize, but Vika was all over that, read that so well.
So she's got 3 chances to get the 5 games all.
Worth a challenge right there.
Mrs. Anka turning the call on the left far sideline. The ball was called out.
Aurélie Torts of France working the chair. Here's the chase review.
Oof. Just missed.
15-14.
Still worth. Good challenge though. Don't have Hawkeye on these courts. Arthur Ashe and Armstrong, the only ones without Hawkeye.
Beautiful serve.
30-14.
That's her first ace.
Mrs. Azarenka has 2
Good time for it.
remaining.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. Is there ever a bad time for an ace? I would
Exactly right.
like to hit those as often as possible.
Yeah.
All right, break point number 3. Some big hitting on the forehand wing. We are back at deuce.
That forehand down the line, she flattens it out just
Deuce.
a little bit and is able to just get Vika running. She knows she's going to get an easy shot on that. It was all over that.
Advantage Azarenka.
She's got another chance. See the setting here tonight. The winds we had earlier today have died down somewhat, so the conditions are pretty nice for tennis. It's mild temperatures, a beautiful setting on the stadium court. .105 out wide.
Deuce.
Beautiful delivery.
Great shoulder turn to get that angle on that serve.
Picks her off with the seconds. Azarenka coming in on that forehand. That's dangerous territory.
And to do more with that approach. That just a little bit.
Deuce.
Yeah, she knows she didn't get full extension there on that forehand.
Late.
Yep.
Late. Pointing over to that corner saying that's where it should have gone.
It's so tough though, because with your peripheral vision you're looking at where you want to hit the ball, but at the same time you're also focusing on where your opponent is, and you don't want to hit it to where your opponent is. You see where they're moving, but sometimes that can distract you.
A long, difficult game. Set point number 2.
Good.
Beautiful.
Once again, we're going to see this all night long. Vika is so good when she's inside the baseline.
Yeah, she's not really a power player, but when she takes the ball early, she takes away time. Beautiful timing.
Yep. When you have that timing, you can redirect the ball so well.
Doing a lot of running, and Azarenka gets the best of that exchange.
Advantage Azarenka.
This is her 5th break point this game. She had to love 40. She's gonna have to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Azarenka fights through a tough game. 5 games all.
For sets.
Brilliant game for Azarenka to find a way through. She saved a couple of set points. She needed 5 break points to get her 5th game.
Miss Muchova is training the call on the left baseline. The ball was called in.
Got to be super sure that was out to call it. Yep.
Lofting.
surprised.
Lost
I don't know if
30.
you noticed. Vika asked the umpire. She said, you know, was it out? The umpire said yes, it was out. I'm surprised she didn't just call it out instead of going to a challenge.
Right.
Guess it made it more interesting.
Yes, either way, she's down love 30. Some points. Azarenka is left spread eagle on the ground.
I think we saw every single tennis shot there. Slice, overhead,
Love 14.
squash shot. Great tennis from these two.
So much variety.
Yeah. It's a great angle there. Unbelievable racket control from Muchova.
I don't think Vika can afford to just leave that ball in the center of the court. Got to do something with that. And Muchova just cracks that forehand, makes you run. A break of serve at love. Coach Katiza will be happy with Karolina Muchova. 6-5. She's going to serve for the set for a second time when we come back. Labor Day in New York. Great day for tennis. We're finishing it off with a fourth round match. Victoria Azarenka in trouble.
15 love.
The former world #1 taking on a 24-year-old Czech player who just in the last year, Irina, has really emerged as someone to reckon with. And she's showing why today. Great talent. Now just a few points away from taking the opening set.
It's a good way to start with an ace. Talked about how last year was her breakout year. She turned pro in 2013. It's a perfect example that every journey is different. Did not happen overnight for her.
Yeah. A lot of time spent on the ITFs, some of the lower tier events on the WTA.
This environment might actually bring her back to those days. A lot of ITF events, you won't see huge crowds very often.
Yeah. It's funny to hear the players talk about it, saying, you know, last time I haven't played in front of a crowd, you know, maybe back in the junior days. Or even some of these low-tier events.
Right. Lots of footwork there. So loose error, that's what you would probably consider just a routine backhand down the middle. Can't give Vika any opportunity to sneak back in. Don't want to make it close. It already is close, but
avoid the tie break.
Right. That's just a great serve. You notice she just gets that slider serve with that toss, and her weight transfer always coming forward, going up and forward on that serve. Uses her legs really well.
There it is. So the third time is the charm on set points. Muchova gets to 7-5. She'll sit down comfortably. A setup on Victoria Azarenka. Azarenka, 2009 to 2013, she was a top 10er, including 2012 when she was year-end #1.
Absolutely phenomenal career.
Good attacking move forward. 31 years of age, Victoria has a family now, a son. Does she have, you think, what it takes to maybe get back in the top 10? She's obviously close to the top 20, so she's starting to make some strides back to where we're sort of familiar with seeing her.
With the way that she's playing right now, her fitness level, and the fact that she's just enjoying it and happy, I wouldn't be surprised.
15.
She's got the game. She knows how to win. She's won slams, and she's playing free out there, and it's visible. It's visible in her tennis. It's visible in how she's doing TikToks on Instagram. It's all visible.
For the players, so often it's, you know, happy off court, happy on court. And she didn't play down in Australia at the start of this year. She had some personal issues. Did pick up things in Monterey, lost in the first round there. Didn't have many great results. She hit it well, but it's over the baseline. She's really found her form after the hiatus. She's also had some tough draws. You know, she came to Lexington in the first tournaments back. Played Venus Williams in the first round.
Venus was playing phenomenal tennis there.
Yeah.
Lost to Serena, but was playing great ball.
Well, that's what she needed.
Deuce.
Gotta have something positive to build on here early in the second.
Yeah, you'll see. I mean, in her previous rounds, she's not losing very many games. She's playing some clean tennis. Muchova is just one of those players that's not gonna make you feel like you can play good tennis out there.
Finish with the overhead there.
Advantage Azarenka.
Love the way she was able to really move Muchova around. Get her defending right off the start.
Azarenka on the board first.
First
Dodged
game,
break
second
point
set.
against her. And Azarenka plays well in North America. I mean, she's a strong hardcourt player. She won the Western and Southern here in New York. She also won it in Cincinnati. She won Indian Wells a couple times. Won Miami 3 times. Won in Carlsbad. Won in Stanford. Won in Memphis. I think she likes it in the States.
She sure does.
She's originally out of Minsk in Belarus.
love 15. Led for service.
You mentioned Azarenka didn't have any great results ahead of the coronavirus break. Same could be said for Muchova.
One of the things I noticed, though, during this pandemic, Muchova, she's a phenomenal guitar player, and Vika's a phenomenal dancer. That's the beauty about social media nowadays. We can see what all these like top celebrities do in their off time in this pandemic.
Yeah, that was sort of our tennis lifeline, wasn't it?
It was.
Catch all the players, see what they were up to, how they were dealing with the sacrifices all of us were making.
Fifteen 30.
She got the right ball there. I mean, she was able to get Vika off the court, but Vika, unbelievable defensive return there. Didn't really give much to work with from Muchova. I'd like to see a little bit more of that leaf. You know, that one, Muchova was just a little more aggressive, came in and was able to produce the unforced error from Vika. And sometimes that's all you have to do is just have that presence of coming forward. You don't even need to hit a volley sometimes. It causes the error from the other side. This is trouble for Muchova. You don't want to give a player with Vika's resume, you don't want to give her any opportunity to kind of just take it from here, take that momentum. Don't want to give up that early break.
She pops that serve, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's one way to answer to a break point. 105 miles an hour.
So far on the women's side, the fastest serve, Serena Williams, 124 miles per hour.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, that'll get some aces for you. Hold off a little bit on that forehand. You could just see what some players, you get so excited about the following shot and you do not take care of the shot that's right in front of you. It's cause the error there.
Yeah, her coach struggling along with her.
I'm a firm believer that it's harder to watch than to play.
I think you might be right. I'm sure there are coaches and parents and fans around the world who might agree with you too.
We've caused a lot of gray hairs. Great serve, 108 miles an hour.
Advantage, Muchova.
His greatest success, Petra Kvitova, winning a couple Grand Slam titles.
Seems as though he only works with big serving Czech players.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. nicely done by Vika, just continuing to apply pressure to Muchova. That's a really hard shot to hit from Muchova's angle over there. She was like 6 feet behind the baseline. It's a hard angle. Unbelievable on the legs.
Advantage.
That serve, she does so well with using her legs on that serve. And it goes up after it and snaps that wrist.
Yeah, that's Azarenka was covering the middle.
She hasn't served them volley the entire match, though. You do it on a fairly important point. She needed a little bit of a split step there on that last point.
She keeps going down the center.
Vika's laughing because she's like, I should just be waiting there for that T-serve. My coach would typically say when someone's serving really well to a specific side, you almost want to give them that serve. That other serve is like, all right, I'm just going to wait for you to hit it here because I know you've been going to the same spot each time.
Let's hope she's okay.
1 game all, second set.
She is.
When you're sliding as much as she is, you're going to get some slips here and there. She's got to be changing her shoes every match. I believe that when Small plays, he changes his shoes every 3 days.
That's a lot of shoes.
Yeah.
Nicely done. During the first week of tennis here in New York, we had incredibly hot days with high humidities, and players were bringing 2-3 pairs of shoes on the court because of all the perspiration that was being down into the shoes.
Katie McNally was telling me that her shoes were squeaking every time.
Oh, yes. Really great tennis.
30
Just kept her composure, though. That's a big forehand coming from Muchova, and just really stayed down on this so well. One part of her game, too, that has improved a lot is that first serve from Vika. I think she changed her motion just a tiny bit, but it's much more consistent.
I love service game for Azarenka.
Azarenka leads
On serve in the second. Vika 2-1.
First set, Muchova.
1-2.
I just love that part of her game where she just holds that ball in her racket and makes Vika choose a side. That's how she's able to get those shots, because it makes the other person already choose where to go.
Missed it just a little bit flat.
15 off.
Flew over the baseline.
It's one of those shots as a coach where I'd still say that was the right play, though. That was just a missed execution shot, but the correct shot intention.
Good ball in defense.
Great dig by Muchova.
30-15.
Just look at how low she got on this with her legs. Stayed down. Right to Vika. Unreachable, though.
Picks her off.
I just don't feel like she's done that enough.
30 on.
That's all credit to Vika of coming forward. I mean, I just feel like you still got to apply that game style that's won her so many matches. She loves to come forward. That's an unbelievable get. I mean, just that shot alone, that's a great, great shot.
Outside edge of the line there. It's a wonderful shot.
30-14.
Got a chance to get the 3-1.
Yeah, Muchova was just the only, she was the one that was doing all the running in that point. Vika just dictating so well with her strokes. Didn't have to go for much, just was making Muchova run the entire time.
Too good.
Game, Azarenka. New balls.
Muchova was doing a good job soaking up some pressure, but
Azarenka leads
Azarenka
3 games
able to
to
get
1
the breakthrough.
and second sets.
3-1. And that was vintage play from Azarenka there. She just able to maneuver the ball so well around the court. USOpen.org is your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, real-time stats, and draws. Visit the official tournament site at usopen.org.
I would be looking a little bit like Muchova. She's having a little bit of pain that I'm sensing right now. She was touching her inner thigh. I don't know whether there's an injury there, but be on the lookout for that.
Doing a lot of hard running. Taking a moment's pause to collect herself.
30 love.
Yeah, you just feel like the momentum has shifted towards the Vika camp right now.
This game going just the way Azarenka would have hoped when you have this break advantage. Nice, comfortable service game. Continue to build the lead.
That's what the top players do, though. They can sense when that momentum is shifting their way.
Azarenka, she's won a couple of easy service games and the break.
Second set.
She's ahead 4-1 here in the second.
Wow. Just love seeing the arsenal of weapons and different shots that she can hit. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, there was a lot of room up the line, but she pulls this cross court beautifully. Look at that.
Just committed to that. One of the things you also have to think about, Muchova hasn't really been in many fourth round situation before. Azarenka, she has, and so that was a really long first set, almost an hour long. They're an hour and a half in. You have to be thinking just from a physical standpoint how fatigued she is.
Off again. Azarenka continues to apply this positional pressure and allows her to finish a little more easily. This is 15-30. Another break. Pretty much sew up the set.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird point though there. She hit that forehand, thought it was going out, but it was like 3 feet in.
Some break points. Azarenka
15-40.
This wave of shot making and momentum.
Yeah, she did well with that slice there. Tricky little one. Made Muchova have to come in there.
Yep, that's 5-1.
Game, Azarenka.
So Azarenka on top of things now.
Azarenka leads
She'll
5
serve
games to 1 second
to get
set.
the second set. They did a study, and if I remember correctly, it was at the Australian Institute of Sport, and they analyzed tennis matches, and they looked at scores and developments in matches, and they figured that about an hour and 5 minutes into the match, that's when you're most challenged in terms of your concentration, when fatigue would become more of a factor in how the match unfolded. little bit over that point now, but perhaps Muchova's feeling a little fatigued mentally, physically.
Well, it would have been 7-5, I think 1-0 or 2-0, so I think that's right on the money there.
Yeah.
Love 15.
This is one of those times, though, where Vika just doesn't want to let Muchova in at all. I know that this may sound crazy, but 5-2, I think, is the most dangerous score in tennis in any set.
15-0.
Nice ace there by Vika. Muchova was waiting for a call there.
Back.
It's funny because in that point I felt like
15-30.
much more aggressive there, flattened out that forehand. And on that drop shot, she got away with that drop shot, to be honest. Serving to the body. Such a great serve in tennis. Doesn't really give that returner much area to work with.
So Azarenka is going to
40-30.
accept these roses, as Coach Tom Gullickson would say. Roses, of course, return of serve errors.
Oh, okay.
Say no roses, guys and gals.
That's clever.
Return of serve errors.
Game in
All right,
second
Azarenka
set.
takes the second
6
set.
games to 1.
A couple of breaks of serve for
1
her.
set.
And we are at 1 set all. So 1 set of tennis to play for a spot in the quarterfinals here at the US Open. Left leg has been taped fairly heavily. See if she can make her way through this. First game will be an important one. Oftentimes when you have an injury or something bothering you, it doesn't maybe feel as bad if you're ahead in the score
Right.
as when you're behind.
Adrenaline is a beautiful thing when you have an injury.
Yeah.
It can mask a lot. I've been getting asked by quite a few people, why are all these girls having their left leg wrapped? And if you notice, you use your left leg when you serve. And so what you'll find deep inside in a tournament, you'll find that that left leg is usually wrapped for right-handed players because of that loading on that serve.
Absorbs a lot of stress over the course of a long match.
And on top of that, she slides all over the place. Those are all factors. Talking to Vika right now, if I were able to coach her, I would just be telling her, make her run, make her hit a lot of balls right now. You have someone that just takes a medical timeout, especially the legs. You want to make them test the movement.
Yeah, maybe even the drop shot too.
Right.
That two-hander is normally fairly dependable, but not on that occasion. Missed it badly in the alley.
A lack of footwork there. It's also what happens when you don't hit a ball for 7 minutes. Be a good opportunity right now for Muchova to get this game, because it seems as though Azarenka was kind of running away with it there.
Good strong game. Muchova
First game, final
on the
set.
board first. Some positive signs for her after that injury timeout to wrap the left leg. We'll see how she handles that moving forward. Just a little bit of news coming through now that world #1 Ash Barty won't defend her French Open title due to COVID-19 risks. And from her side, she said just inability to prepare. So that's unfortunate for her. Obviously, Ash Barty not a part of the U.S. Open here.
A lot of players have spoken out about how their health is just too important. They do not want to risk anything. Muchova was all over a challenge there. That wouldn't have been called.
Out. Miss Muchova changing the call on the right baseline. The ball was called out.
I think Muchova was actually waiting for a serve call there.
Yeah, there were a couple close calls. First on the service line, then on the baseline.
Because pretty sure it was out there. Oh. Hey, we're all human, right? You miss some.
Love.
It's a tough shot to hit. The body weight was not going forward on that. Kind of collapsed to the left on that shot.
Much of a drop shot there, and no problems as a result for Azarenka.
30 love.
Right after she hit that drop shot, she knew that was not the right play. It's just easy, but great footwork. Way to take care of that from Vika.
Left for service. Love.
A little kamikaze there. You know, Federer loves that shot. The second serve, short backhand return. Not a bad person to emulate.
called the saber, right? Sneak attack by Roger.
Right.
And that's a better game from Azarenka.
Game,
Just the
Azarenka.
kind of tennis you suggested she
One
play,
game all,
Irina.
final sets.
Make your opponent run, and in this case, if there's any suspect condition with her leg, you want to test that leg. She did there.
Absolutely. Especially on the left leg, you want her to move to that backhand side because she has to extend there. And you'll see her after the shot, after she misses, she winces a little bit. On the same token, though, there's some players
Love
that
the team.
once they have an injury that's maybe bothering them, they start feeling like, I have nothing to lose now. I'm going to go for my shots a little bit more.
Yeah, that can be dangerous, right? Because suddenly they
Right.
don't feel the pressure. They're swinging out.
Start hitting a couple of winners that you might have maybe not made before, and can really change things rather quickly.
15-all.
Yeah, nice to have a serve like that, 110 miles per hour.
I think my fastest was 104 at one point.
Don't be jealous now.
I can be jealous of
Yeah.
a big serve. It's okay.
Yeah, we all like to have had Pete Sampras' serve.
15-30.
This is 15-30. This is a big moment early in this third set. We saw what happened in the second set. Azarenka got the lead. She raced away with the set.
You'll notice that Muchova goes every single time
15-14.
she's down 15-30, she'll go second serve to that forehand side from Vika. She doesn't want Vika hitting too many backhands on that second serve return.
Yeah, exactly. You make your opponent beat you with their least comfortable play.
Right?
Great points. Oh yes, wonderful play. Played against the grain there, and Azarenka unable to get
30-40.
close to that one.
And that just took just one more extra step. She came in and got that ball just a tiny bit early, and that's what it got her. Great intention there with that backhand. You know it's good when even your opponent says bravo.
Let for service.
I know you made a comment that 5-2 is the most dangerous score in every set. The tennis podcast tweeted, "Is it not 0-5-0-40?" They're listening to you. I mean, it's funny to see them.
Yeah, that's funny. I would say 5-2 is just tough when you're on the the 5 side.
Yeah, well, love 5, love 40. It's pretty much over.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of space. It's deuce.
Deuce.
Nice she just didn't allow enough space on that forehand to get around it. But I like what she's doing, though. She's making Muchova move. She's redirecting really well. She's using every area of the court.
Forehand up the line.
Advantage Muchova.
As a coach, you would be saying, hey, it doesn't have to be that good. You don't want to miss wide.
Yeah, give yourself a little room inside that line. It doesn't have to be on it.
Right.
Point for 2-1.
Challenge
Muchova changing the call on the right baseline. The ball was called out.
So we would go back to deuce, but let's see what happens here with the challenge. The baseline is the toughest one for you to see.
Right.
It's very close. Just out to the chase review.
Deuce.
Hello.
Miss Azarenka changing the call on the right service line. The ball was called in.
I think she knows that that one was in.
Early in the final set, does she want to burn the challenge? She does.
Advantage Muchova.
I always say, unless you're
Most players have two
absolutely
changes in it.
100% sure,
Yeah.
you don't want to get rid of those too early in the set.
Nice work from Azarenka.
Deuce.
See Muchova, she's doing most of the running. She's behind the baseline. Azarenka's up inside it.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Leaf. She is just staying and keeping on that baseline. Does not want to give Muchova any real estate.
Vintage Azarenka.
Yep. That's what won her a couple of slams.
Good exchange. Who's going to win the cross-court battle? On this occasion, it's the Czech number 4.
Haven't heard too much vocally from Muchova. That was the first time she's actually said, come on.
That dropped in. I remember we were reading a story about her, and a quote from the story said, well, I feel I'm fairly phlegmatic. I'm like, that's a pretty good word for a Czech.
Yeah.
I'm an English major, and I had to look that one up, of course. A little bit like impassive, you know, not too emotional. Ooh, boy.
You can see, though, that she's showing a little bit of emotion on that one, wincing after that point.
Taped up that left leg.
Advantage Muchova.
Just have to be on the lookout for that one. Long game so far, almost 9-minute long game.
We're playing for some big ranking points, a spot in the quarterfinals.
Pretty decent money, too.
A result that helps define your career, defines yourself. This, you get to the 4th round, you get $250,000. To reach the final 8, it's 425 G's.
Wow.
Let second service.
And also pay for coaching, travel, lodging.
Just too good. You see Muchova there at the end of that long run. She was really laboring.
Deuce.
Gotta be honest, it looks like she's just barely hanging on here. She's literally wincing in between shots.
Yeah,
doesn't look great.
No, I hate to see that. She's soldiering on, deuce number 5. Just in the 3rd game of the 3rd set.
Advantage Azarenka.
There's a moment as an athlete where you know you have to give in, but there's also a moment of you realizing this is an opportunity. I do not want to not leave it all on the court.
Awesome tennis from Azarenka.
Game Azarenka.
Soaking up all that pressure, redirecting the ball
Azarenka
deep.
leads 2 games to 1 final set.
There's the edge here in the final set. 2-1 with a break. Karolina Muchova, the Czech player, seeded number 20. Nursing an injury.
For those watching, she did receive
15
another
love.
medical treatment. It wasn't a full-length medical treatment, but maybe they didn't finish the prior one, and she got a little bit more tape there, so be on the lookout for that. Wow.
That was a really
Great
nice
tennis.
shot, yeah.
Great tennis. You have to give credit to
15
Iga.
all.
It's not easy when your opponent gets a medical timeout. You start thinking of the fact that, ooh, maybe they are injured. Maybe I should be looking at that injury and keeping an eye on her leg. But Iga doing really well with just staying within herself and just taking care of what's on her side of the court.
Thirty 15.
That's nice serve.
A lot of first serves in. 70% for the match.
She's won 80% of first serve points this set.
Yeah, those are nice numbers. Curled that run right on the baseline.
30 all.
You might see Muchova just start getting a little more aggressive, feeling like she has really nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, the urge to end the point will be strong.
Right.
Nursing an injury. There's a second serve. Let's see what Muchova does here.
Wow.
Sends Sensational.
That'll do.
30-40.
Brilliant backhand winner by Muchova to bring up break point, trying to get even at 2 games all here in the third. What a strike.
Game Muchova.
That's what you would call like a go for broke shot, but it had so much margin, so much shape. Unbelievable there.
So they trade breaks of serve in this final set. Stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Join the conversation with hashtag US Open.
Love 15.
Just feel like she hasn't been able to really be consistent with her points, and she hasn't really had a lot of consistent winning points. It's a little choppy here and there. Beautiful serve and volley there.
15-all.
Yeah, Muchova spent her quarantine in Prague towards the end of the break. There was a series of exhibitions between all the Czech girls, as well as Alexandrova, the Russian player. Played a little bit of team tennis, so they got some matches in front of small crowds. Oh, boy. Unable to handle that awkward high volley.
That was a great return by Vika, though. I mean,
15-30.
she had a great first serve. Muchova did. Anytime you have a good first serve like that, you want to follow it in, and she did that beautifully. That was just a great return by Vika. Wow.
30-all.
Once again, that intention of coming forward, used her legs great on that serve.
From 15-30, a chance to get to 3-2. Just a few minutes ago, she was down the break. She's trying to get her nose ahead at 3-2. And some real momentum swings.
Perfect camera view for that one.
It really was. And a perfect serve to go with it.
Muchova leads 3 games
Karolina
to 2.
Muchova.
Final set.
3-2, third set.
Love 15.
Pressure on the former world #1 here. It's only Muchova who has a little bit of a hop in her step. That's what I said, when you're ahead in the score, your injuries feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Make
that return happen.
Can't stress enough, just the mentality changes when you have that. I've got really nothing to lose. The pressure is off, and we start going for my shots here. That's what it feels like for Muchova right now. Great stuff by Vika, just really just making sure she keeps moving Muchova around. That's got to be the game plan right now.
Some evidence of what you said, Irina, how she's just going to go after it.
Right. And that is the kind of player she is, typically. All credit to Vika. I mean, she's not really letting her come forward as much as she usually comes in, Muchova. So she's just got to keep finding ways to get forward and being aggressive.
Up the forehand, found the bottom of the net, out of the winner.
Sometimes the best coach is yourself. You auto-coach yourself. She knew that she didn't get enough space on that forehand.
Somehow you got to find the bottom of the ball to carry that net.
Game Azarenka. New ball.
Serve finds the line. Azarenka finds herself at 3 games all. It's good to see Azarenka playing so well again, having won the Western and the Southern Open, the tune-up Cincinnati event play here in New York. Playing unseeded. 2-time finalist here. It's a dangerous floater in the draw.
She's not used to being the underdog. That might actually be in her favor.
Yeah.
It might be playing in her favor this year.
She found the backhand at the right time.
Again, just waited for Muchova to kind of move a little bit.
Lovely.
Held that ball in her racket, and then chose her spot well. Great footwork here. Nice catch by the ball boy there.
Double fault. That's love 30.
Love 30.
Yeah, what happens is she's been trying every single time in that second serve to go to that forehand of Azarenka, and that one she just went a little bit too much. Wow. See that her left leg just stayed down on that backhand so well. Full extension there.
Points to break in the 7th game.
Leg for service.
Dangerous play ways to attack, but she got away with it, Muchova there.
15-14.
Actually, I'm a big fan of the approach middle. Doesn't really allow that person to have a spot to choose from. When you're coming forward, you hit that ball deep middle. It's a tough place to find an angle there to pass.
She's got it.
Game
There
Azarenka.
is the break. So that's
Azarenka leads
4-3 here
4
in the
games
final
to 3
set.
final sets.
Azarenka close to making the quarterfinals. Can she get it over the line? And Victoria Azarenka on the changeover, sitting with her eyes closed. Trying to focus on getting over the finish line here. A 4-3 up. She has the serve. Karolina Muchova.
That's got to be a lot of running that Muchova's doing
59.
right there. All started with that serve, though. Got Muchova running right from the start. Out wide serve. She was off the court and just was able to dictate the entire time.
Lines.
Too quick to recover there on that backhand. Didn't finish the stroke. Wow, that'll do.
30-15.
She's a shot maker.
Almost looks like she whips that forehand lead.
Back into the forehand.
40-15.
It's been an incredible effort from Muchova, who's dealt with this left leg injury. Medical timeout to have it strapped up. Definitely been hobbled by that injury. And Azarenka takes the game and takes
Azarenka.
a step closer.
Azarenka leads 5 games to 3 final sets.
I just feel that momentum. Just Vika's playing really good ball right now. Just being super efficient, not going for too much, making Muchova really run around and attacking that movement. Vintage Azarenka, like you like to call her.
Yeah, vintage Vika.
Vintage Vika, that's right. About that earlier, about when you start looking at where your opponent is, you have to just look at the ball. Nothing else matters but the ball. Just continue wishing that maybe she could serve and volley a little bit more, but I just wonder whether that left leg injury is hindering that.
30-15.
See there after that serve there, she was sort of hopping on her right leg. She had 27 winners in her win over Venus Williams at Muchova. She's got 28 winners tonight. But you can see the trouble she's in.
I definitely sense the frustration from Muchova right now. Points away from the match for Iga Swiatek.
That miss hit brings up a chance for Azarenka to close this one down. So the 2-hour, 22-minute mark. Second serve to work with. Off the match point.
Vika fought off a few Iga Swiatek was able to fight a few off from Vika in her previous round, so she's used to that. Need to play a little freer once you're down match point.
A nice finish.
Advantage, Muchova.
You know you're in a good position when your opponent doesn't even run slightly for that ball. Great footwork there by Muchova.
Deuce.
Should be a time for Vika's probably telling herself, get it right here. Don't let it get to the next game.
Let for service.
Really good tennis there.
Advantage, Muchova.
First the cross court and the inside out. She's got a lot of good forehands.
Yeah. She can do a lot with it too. She knows how to hit it flat. She can hit a lot of shape on it. Has the angle as well.
Another chance to get to 4 or 5. She takes this one with a bit of style. The backhand volley was sort of a delayed serve and volley. So she gets a 4th game on the board. Victoria Azarenka is going to serve for the match when we come back.
Love.
Azarenka takes the opening point. She tries to book a spot in the final 8. 5-4, 15 love.
The first time we're seeing a lot of frustration and emotion come out of the Muchova side.
Coach David Katiza ridden the waves of momentum throughout this match. Muchova winning the opening set, Azarenka bouncing back.
As a coach, you're just trying to say everything you possibly can. Help your player claw back.
Some fine defense.
40 love.
Unbelievable defending right there by Vika. That shot. I think Muchova was a little surprised that she was able to hit such a good lob over her. Triple match point. Wow.
Game 7 match
Azarenka into the quarterfinals.
6-1, 6-4.
Unbelievable playing by Vika.
I had a lot of fun. Great job.
Through to the quarterfinals of the 2020 U.S. Open, Victoria Azarenka.
Some nice words between these two. This was an incredible battle. 2 hours and 30 minutes. And from a set down, that says a lot about where Azarenka is with her tennis.
And that says a lot about what it takes to be a champion. She's played in these moments before. She knows how to come out on top. And she said it after the match. She didn't say anything else to Muchova other than, I had a lot of fun playing. It's not what you typically hear when someone wins a match, but yeah, it just keeps showing that that's the game and that's the plan. Just have fun, enjoy being on the court.
Certainly shows in her play. The last time she was in the quarterfinals here was 5 years ago, 2015. She's had a lot of great things happen in her life since then. This one has to feel good. Karolina Muchova will be proud of her performance today. It's a wonderfully cute moment after she got treatment on her left thigh. She came out and walked out on the court with her mask on. It really was a wonderful moment.